take your questions just for the two student athletes, and then send them back to the locker room, and then finish up with Coach Kennedy. A reminder also that no videos allowed in the interview area. You must get your video from the pool feed in the back corner. All right, Coach.
I know the NCAA tournament doesn't officially start till next Thursday, but we just gave you a precursor. That was a first-round NCAA tournament game between two NCAA tournament teams. Missouri is an outstanding team. Really came out and I thought early put us on our heels with their execution. Phil Presley was tremendous off the bounce, but our guys continued to fight and continued to grind, which has been our mantra all year. Keep yourself in a position to make a play at the end, and Derek Millinghouse came in under adverse circumstances. Jarvis Summers is out with what we believe is a concussion. They're going through tests right now. So Trill comes in and makes huge plays for us down the stretch.
All right, we'll take your questions for either of the student athletes. Raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you. We'll start right on the front.
Derek, it looked like they were denying ball for Marshall. He wasn't going to be able to get that last shot. Was it on you? Did you feel like you needed to be the guy to take that shot?
No, I didn't feel like I needed the guy to take the shot. I just wanted to win. That's all I wanted to do.
All right, left side.
Marshall, you guys were down 13 with 13 minutes to go. It seemed like you guys were down, and you just seemed like you decided you just weren't done yet, and just
we haven't been done. You guys think we've been done? This team hasn't been done.
I think we were down by 13 to Vandy with 8 minutes to go. That was a little worse situation than this one.
I guess were you just, I'm just got to shoot, I got to go, I got to score?
I mean, we got to win. I just got some open shots and shot them. Derek came in, did a great job off the bench, scored 3 buckets, obviously. That's why he's sitting here next to me. But we knew, we watched, we're not dumb. We were watching ESPN all day. We said every single team on the bubble lost, we had to take what's ours. Even though we were down, we knew, we had to get this one win. We wanted to win the tournament, obviously, but to win the tournament, you got to win the first game. After we saw what happened today, we had to take what was ours. It didn't matter how much we were down, how much little time left. We just had to go get it.
Question on the right side. Go ahead.
Derek, talk about the runner to win it. The last possession there. What was going through your mind? What did Coach say in the timeout?
We asked me to a player for Marshall out of the timeout, but I seen I had a lane. I just went in, just threw it up, and hope it went in.
Good question on the right. Go ahead.
Marshall, what did you see there at the end before you passed off? I mean, why did you pass off at that time?
Well, me and Derek have a really good relationship. We love playing with each other all the time. When we first got here in the summer, we got real cool. That helps with chemistry and stuff. And the play was for me to come off a couple screens, see if I could make a play. And when I got the ball, the play that needed to be made was, Derek's man came and helped off. So I just put it in the players' hands, and the players make plays, as Coach says. And he did just that.
Question on the left side. Go ahead.
Marshall, was there a moment today when you felt the momentum shifted for you? Was there a specific play or a specific shot that you thought this game's changing?
I know I had 3, put us down 6, but they went up 13. I think I got a fast break 3. It felt like, we kept making runs, and then, they would hit a big shot, just go back and just be like, dang. Well, I'll just go back on offense and score again. But I know when we cut it down and we ran a play for Reggie Buckner, when he got that layup and tied it up, we're like, all right, we're in business now. I think we got down again, but after he scored and tied it up, we pretty much knew we weren't going to lose this game.
Question on the right.
Marshall, did Missouri shake hands after the game?
What? No. 4 of them did, but we don't expect them to shake hands. So
the walk-ons.
Yeah, the walk-ons and Bowers. Bowers shakes hands. Bowers gets for it, but
it's an emotional game, man. Emotional game.
I mean, I'm not just gonna sit here and say we probably didn't say a couple things to them in the ear after the final buzzer sounded, but you can come shake our hands. We're gonna shake their hands. But you know what? It's whatever. We get the last laugh at the end. We came out on top.
A question down here on the left.
This is for Derek and for Marshall. Do you think this win was enough to get you in?
Derek?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I mean, we just beat Missouri. That's an NCAA tournament team. We beat them 2 times out of 3. Every other team lost. They're all done. We're still playing. We know though, we just gotta go ahead and take what's ours. Control what we control, and we come back tomorrow and play Vanderbilt, and might as well just go ahead and win that game too.
Marshall, last time you were in Nashville, you hit that shot. Now this. I mean, what's it mean to you?
Well, that shot earlier at Vanderbilt, you know, that was more so we actually won the game. That was a big thing because we would really be digging out a big hole. But you know, this one was huge. It just shows a lot about our team. There have been many a time. We're a second half team. You can go back to every single one of our games, even games where we won by a big margin. We just played better in the second half. And so, you know, we'll go back, look at film with Vanderbilt, you know, see how they played lately. And we know they're going to be a tough team. We're going to have the hometown behind them, and you know, they're good. So let's be ready to play tomorrow.
Good time for one more question. We'll take it on the left. Go ahead.
A question for both players. You have 14, 15 hours before you play again after an emotional game like this. How difficult will that be? And then also, what do you remember specifically about the challenges that Vanderbilt presented to you the last time you played?
Derek, you go first.
It's not. I'm used to this. You know, I'm from New York and play a lot of basketball tournaments. We have like 10 games in one day, so this would be nothing to me.
Yeah. We played AAU not too long ago. Like I was telling Coach Kenny, he's like, you know, get some sleep. I'm like, Coach, we used to play 4 games in one day and turn around and play an 8 a.m. game. We're good.
Sometimes
Marshall
Marshall thinks it's AAU. That's the problem.
I got to remind him I'm crazy in the head. I can go play another game right now. Let's go. I'm ready. I know Derek's ready.
Okay, we'll excuse you back to the locker room.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll continue on with Coach Kennedy. If you'll raise your hand, we'll get a floor mic to you. Hands up. Go ahead. Start right in the front.
Andy, falling behind a couple times in the second half in the double digits, you get it back to 7, you get it back to 6 a couple of times. But what was the turning point, do you think, that really helped you out?
You know, I don't think there was one play. I can't off the top of my head reflect back on one play. I think we finally got some stops. They were killing us, you know, off the bounce. They beat us on the boards by 12. I mean, 17 offensive rebounds, and we finally were able to secure some balls. Derek gave us a great push in the open floor, and for the first time the whole game, we were able to score in a broken floor. Marshall alluded to the fact he hit a big 3. Derek made a couple of pushes in the open floor that got us at the basket. We had no rhythm offensively the entire game. It was certainly not an efficient game for us whatsoever. We're a team that, these are the 2 highest scoring teams in the league, us at around 80 and them at around 77. And, it was a slugfest, but that's what you get in March basketball with so much on the line. That's what I was alluding to in the initial. That's what you get in the NCAA tournament. It's a slugfest. And I just wanted our guys to fight. I was really proud of their fight. Obviously, I'm excited that Derek made the shot and we lived to fight another day, but I was just proud of the way that they continued to battle under adverse circumstances. You know, Jarvis goes down, and what we believe is the initial indication is it's probably a concussion, which would, you know, mean can he play tomorrow? We don't know, and you probably won't know until game time. And you throw Derek Millinghouse in there, a kid who's a spot player, and I'm asking him to lead us back. We're struggling. We've got foul trouble all over the board, and the guys just found a way. And, you know, as a coach, that's rewarding because you realize how badly they wanted it, and they went and got it.
Question down front.
Can you kind of walk us a little, expand on that last shot, that last possession that Derek had talked about, and you know, the play that was supposed to be drawn up for Henderson?
Well, you know, there's a timeout call. I think there's 20 some odd seconds on the clock, and we try to pick them up a little bit in full court. We wanted to try to deny Pressy the ball, make somebody else bring the ball up because he's such an integral part of everything they do. I don't know if I've ever seen a team, I've certainly never coached against a team where one player dominates the ball for the amount of time that he does. So we thought, okay, if we can keep him from getting it, it may throw off the rhythm of their last shot. We were really just trying to get a stop. We thought, worst case scenario or best case scenario, we may be able to get something in the open floor at the end of the game to try to get this thing in overtime. And next thing you know, we put a little pressure on him. I don't know what really happened. It had to be some kind of miscommunication because he just threw it to us. We didn't get a timeout at about 20 seconds to play, and I wanted to run some baseline screening action for Marshall. When we talked about, hey, the slip will be open, meaning the screener coming to the ball, and what I really wanted Marshall to do, he did, which he does about 1 out of 10 times I ask him, and that is he had the momentum, they're chasing him off that screen, dribble, penetrate to the middle of the floor, get it to the middle of the floor, get it to the middle of the floor, don't settle for a jump shot. He got it to the middle of the floor, and as he said, as is the case with most everybody, the passer, in this case Derek, his man helps over, we get it to the open man, Derek then had an opportunity to crack him off the dribble and get to the floater.
Question on the left.
Andy, they had a huge advantage scored 17 offensive rebounds, 47-35 overall. But Murph and Reg, they just kind of have to pull back a lot of times because of foul trouble, or what were they doing?
No, that's a pro front line. I mean, Missouri, Alex Oriaki is going to play in the NBA for a long time. Lawrence Bowers got a chance to be an NBA player. Those guys are good. Keon Bell, athletic off that offensive glass. You don't put a body on him, he hurts you. That's a very good basketball team. And you know, Murph got 13, Red's got 6. He's battling Oriaki, trying to keep him off the glass. We got to get more from our guards. You know, in the last 2 games, we'd averaged 16 rebounds a game out of our backcourt, and we didn't get that this game. And as a result, obviously, we gave up way too many possessions. We were fortunate to survive.
Another question on the left.
We made that up, though, quite frankly, with turnovers. I'm sorry, but you know, we play a possessions game. We gave them a bunch of offensive rebounds, but we turned them over, which gave us a chance.
Andy, as you alluded to, Marshall was not as fearless about taking shots, and when Derek hit the 3 to tie it, it looked like there was a play for Marshall, but he kind of went up in the air and then passed off, and the ball went to Derek. What about that sequence and the decision?
It was very similar, Jerry, to the game-winning play, simply because when the ball goes to Marshall, the entire team, the other team, guards him. Whether it be a big guy extending too far on the screen, whether it be the opponent, the other guard, Millinghouse guard, coming over and trying to limit his space, and Marshall just made the right play. You know, you and I have talked about this because I know you've done a feature on him, as everybody has, and I tell him every day, Marshall, I want you to shoot it too. Just let me help you get shots. You know, sometimes I think he just kind of gets out of it and is trying to hit home runs. But again, tonight he made the right plays down the stretch. That's why we want the ball in his hands.
Question on the middle, go ahead.
Yeah, so Vanderbilt against Kentucky got out really quickly and just never really looked back. And as Marshall alluded to, he said you guys are a second-half team. What do you think you guys are going to have to do tomorrow to really limit Vanderbilt's success early?
Well, I know this. We're going to have to play equally as hard. Vanderbilt is a good team. There's no coach in America that I have more respect for than Kevin Stallings. He's done a terrific job with this team. We played them, I think, the 3rd game of the SEC season. They made 17 threes, which was a Memorial Gymnasium record. We were able to survive it. Marshall hits that 30-footer. We get to overtime and get some separation. But they're a good basketball team who gave us fits in the ball screen. They space you. We've had trouble all year with face 4s. Rod overplayed his tail off tonight. They're a good basketball team. Tonight's game against Kentucky, Vandy, Kentucky, did not surprise me. So we're going to have to play equally as hard, and I hope we're a little more efficient. I hope we got the one bad game out of us as it related to missing some shots that we typically make. I hope we can be a little more efficient offensively, but it's going to take an equal effort in order for us to have an opportunity to play again on Sunday.
Got time for 2 more. We'll take one there, and then we'll catch you in the middle.
Andy, you've talked a number of times with us about quality wins instead of quantitative wins, and this is a quality win. Do you think this is enough for the resume?
No, I don't know, but and again, I hate getting asked the question, make your own case. I mean, I've always said this, you are what your numbers say you are, and as a coach, you are what your record says you are. We're 24-8. There's never been a BCS team in the history of the NCAA tournament with 24 wins that didn't get in. We just won 13 games in the SEC. And we beat a team who's solidly in. Missouri's a team that's in the NCAA tournament, and we needed an opportunity coming into Nashville as we were driving up from Oxford in our bus on Bridgestone tires, nonetheless. As we were coming up, there were only 2 teams here that didn't need to do anything else to get in. One was Florida, and the other one was Missouri. Ourselves, along with Tennessee, along with Kentucky, along with Alabama, along with whoever, all knew that we needed to come here and help ourselves. As Marshall alluded to, there's a lot of things that you can't control, and some of the teams that are in that same pod with us lost today. We didn't. We just beat an NCAA tournament team on a neutral site in an NCAA tournament quality game. Our numbers, I think, reflect the fact that hopefully we can get our name called on Sunday.
Your last question, right in the middle.
Coach, Missouri had struggled early on in the season with having games where they led late but blew the game. Did that give you guys confidence to go in knowing that Mizzou had blown leads earlier this season?
You know, for us, when I watch Missouri, again, I've got so much respect for Frank and his team. I think this is a Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final 4 team. I really do. When I look at the pieces that they have, they don't have any weaknesses. And so as I was looking for a weakness or trying to find some faint hope, it was really about us. It was about our will. Our will had to be strong enough to put ourselves in a position to make a play. And and that's what happened. It wasn't really anything Missouri did. You know, we got a gift at the end when they threw us the ball, but our effort and our tenacity, simply because we were on death row and we knew that. In order to get off death row, you've got to make a play, and we were fortunate to make one at the end.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.